Welcome to Lesson 1, Student Employment. Now, I think it's important that every student that pursues college has some skin in the game. And as a college student, you can actually contribute quite a bit of money towards your college expenses if you get a job while you're in college. In fact, my starting assumption when I work with students is that they can provide $3,500 a year towards their own college expenses. And I want to walk you through why I picked that number. When you work in a summer job, and if you can get a summer job, and you can make $8 to $9 an hour and work 20 hours a week, you'll likely make $2,000 in that summer. Now, remember when we talked about a budget, everybody that makes money has some kind of expenses. Taxes will come out, and you're going to want to have some fun in your summer, or you might have a cell phone bill or gas to put in a vehicle. So when I think about summer employment, if you can make more than $8 to $9 an hour, or if you can work more than 20 hours a week, it is very likely that you could save $2,000 towards college the next year. So that's $2,000 of the $3,500. Now, during the school year, if you can get an on-campus job or if you have the ability to have an off-campus job because of having a vehicle, and you work 10 hours a week, it is very likely that you will take home $1,000 that semester. Now, when we think about college expenses, you're going to have tuition, fees, room, and board. So when you already think about those costs that you're going to have, that takes care of pretty much everything that has to do with college, where you're going to sleep, what you're going to eat, and all your study expenses. And so if we put a book budget in there, then we look at what other expenses do you need that would take away from you paying towards your college bill. Well, again, everybody has a want category. So whether you're going to go to Starbucks once a week, or if you're going to go to see the new Avengers movie that's going to come out, or you're going to buy some new KD sneakers, whatever it is, you got to know what your wants are and then look at how much money you can save of that $1,000. Now, me personally, I think that the average college student only needs $250 max out of that $1,000 to go to anything other than school. So if you're making $1,000 in that semester, you take $250 for whatever personal expenses you have, that leaves $750 to go towards your student bill. So $2,000 from your summer, $750 from fall semester, $750 from spring semester, and there you have $3,500. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you think about student employment is the type of jobs that you can pursue. When you go to college, you are preparing for a career that you want to do for the rest of your life. But when you're in college, student employment, I typically go for the idea of pick the job that's going to make the most money or give you the most hours, as long as you're not doing anything immoral or unethical. One of my brothers, when they were in college, he actually had a job working at a book factory. And I remember him telling me a story of an 8-hour shift in which he just had to wait for a ream of paper to come by, tap it with 2 fingers to make sure it was all aligned, and then it went on and the next ream of paper came. And that just went on for 8 hours. Now you think, man, that is a boring job, and he didn't really enjoy it. But guess what? He was making $15 an hour. So if you think about my example of maybe making $9 or $10 an hour, imagine making 15. So here's the thing about student employment. If you can put in the work and just say, hey, this is a means to an end of affording college well, according to my design to keep debt low, I would say look for some jobs that may not be glamorous, but they pay you a decent amount or they give you a decent amount of hours. Now, in the next lesson, we're going to talk about opportunity costs, because it's important that you know what that is and how that affects your payment potential as a student looking to fund college. So click on the next video to learn about opportunity costs.